Hello everybody and welcome back to Noita. This time we're going to be heading into the jungle and I'm going to be showing you some strategies and tips for what to do when you get in there and how to hopefully make it through without dying. So this is the 5th area of the game. These are my wands here. That's what my wand does. Put a lag spike there. And these are my perks over here. Read those. So before I even start, I just want to show how amazing this wand is right here. It has 760 mana charge speed. I think that's the most mana charge speed I've ever seen on a wand in this game. That is insane. Uh, it does have a 0.48 recharge time, but hopefully I can find some reduced recharge times in this next area. So I'm just gonna get right in here. I have a long distance cast teleport, so I can actually teleport through here. That's a tip right there that you can put on small teleport bolt if you have both of those spells. Let's get into the jungle. So there's a landmine right there, and first thing about the jungle is everything in here is flammable, and so that's why fire immunity is actually a great perk for this area. But you can see this barren soil right here. That stuff burns up, and it just it'll be completely gone once it burns up. Okay, so that guy that I just killed shoots poison, and poison is similar to toxic sludge, but you cannot neutralize it with water. I'm getting a little bit of lag here, not sure why, but I think it'll go away soon. So just like the other areas, I like to poke my head in to see if anything starts shooting at me. There's not as many ranged enemies in this area as in the previous two. You can see that burning up there. But I just like to be careful. I see a wand over there. I don't have a super good way of digging around yet, so I'm hoping to find one. Anyways, another attribute of the jungle is there are these vines that grow and have these little fruits that explode on them. So just be careful around those. They also set on fire. I'd say my health right now, maybe a little more than that, is good health for taking on the jungle. This wand is actually pretty good too. Anyways, let me see if I can get this wand right here. Let me see what this potion is. That's slime. Don't want that. I can't actually dig around with this wand because it has a luminous drill on it. So this looks like a big wand right here. That is actually a pretty good wand. I think I'm gonna take it. It has on here. It has less mana charge speed than the one I have, but it is faster. I'm probably not going to use that for my attack wand. I'm mainly looking for spells right now. Just poke in, see if anything fires. Okay, those are wizards. Don't want to get hit by them. So there are a couple of useful things in the jungle, and I will say the jungle is probably one of my favorite areas, just like the Hisi base, but it is very different from the Hisi base. But it can be pretty fun if you have a good build and setup. It's definitely difficult, that's for sure. But you can see those purple flowers right there. It said fruits. Not sure if they're fruits or flowers, but you see that's growing. In here are tiny worms. If you hit those, they'll spawn tiny worms. So I just try to avoid hitting these nests so I don't have to deal with them. Now these flowers have poison in them, just like what those guys shoot. And that was a little risky right there, jumping down there, but it's okay to do that sometimes. And I think I've mentioned this before, but that guy right there summons other people to fight for him. He doesn't actually fight himself. This would be a lot easier if I had a method of digging like a black hole. Or even an energy sphere. Maybe not. You can see there's a lot of these mines all over the place, a lot of explosives, just like everywhere in this game. So there's another one that looks similar to the poison BC. That shoots these grenades at you. And unlike you, they do not run out. Just like all the enemies in this game. And there is healers, so healers do spawn in the jungle. I think they're a little more rare than in the Hisi base. But in case you want to heal using those. So you saw what that happened, those little green nests spawn tiny spiders. And I think, I'm not sure if this is exactly how it works, but I think they grow into the largest spiders eventually. Don't want to teleport in there because I can't see what's in there. So yeah, I think this guy shoots grenades. Yep. So you don't want to be standing on them when they go off. They go off after a few seconds. And the green gun over there, he shoots poison, just like I said. And this is the right side of the jungle. And I'll show you what's in here in a minute. You just saw what it said, the dragon cave. Okay. And if I had pheromones, I would definitely be using this healer, but I don't. So, in here is a gigantic egg, and you can dig into this egg, and it'll summon the dragon. Now, the dragon does a ton of contact damage, so if I did this right now with my luminous drill, he would spawn right on top of me, probably kill me. But I can fight him, he's a boss, and when he dies he drops a really good wand usually. So, but I'm not going to do it right now because I'm definitely not prepared, and I'd rather if I was going to do that, I'd want to use a black hole, preferably. And notice I'm not killing that healer, just in case I find pheromone or get into a position where I can get him to heal me. And teleport always comes in handy because it means fast traveling around. It is probably one of the best spells in the game. Or is one of the best spells in the game. And that chest was trapped, so I had to get away from that. Now, if you're not at this level, if your build isn't very good as mine right now, then digging around is probably going to be advised. Because if you just try and take things head on like I am, you're going to lose a lot of health. And especially these spiders, everything in here, this is the level where things start to get a ridiculous amount of health. The weakest thing in here are those hornets, and I can one-shot them. Like I've said before, at least I think I've said this, I think it's usually a good wand is one that, for the area in, one-shots the weakest or like most common enemy. So there's more of those spider eggs right there. Okay. Yeah. You don't want to just stand around like I was doing there, because stuff will follow you and start attacking. Alright, there's a short range homing in there. I actually kind of want that spell, so I'm going to go back up to the Holy Mountain. Back. And pick this wand back up. So you'll notice a very familiar place here. This is the Fungal Caverns. And you'll probably remember this from what was next to the coal pits. This is another Fungal Caverns. It's in, generates at the center of the jungle. Now there actually used to be another Fungal Caverns to the right of the jungle, but that's now been changed to a different area, and I'll try to go over there and show you. But this has all the things that the regular Fungal Caverns has. It's just smaller, and actually the enemies in here are kind of the same level as the ones from the Fungal Caverns, so it's actually easier to fight them in here. But it's kind of nice that that's there, because the Fungal Caverns are just awesome. So I do have this faster levitation perk. I wouldn't recommend getting that one because it is a little bit annoying. It is kind of annoying me a little bit, but I'm starting to get used to it. I think the one that's better than that is stronger levitation, which lets you levitate longer. still have yet to find a reduce recharge time. That's a spell that I'm looking for, one you should always look out for. I haven't found a damage plus either, but I have this heavy shot, and I shouldn't have been looking in my inventory when there's stuff around. But yeah, damage plus is a great one because it multiplies for every projectile you have. And eventually, in future video, I will show you some more advanced wand tinkering, and I may show you how this wand works and why it's so good, at least for this area. So yeah, those guys right there, they're actually have a dual attack where they have a shotgun and they shoot mines. Luckily though, they're weaker than some of the other Hisi in here. There's more Hisi down there. That guy's pheromones, which is annoying because it's hard to tell that they're my friends. But that means they're gonna fight for me and probably die instantly. Kind of like wolves in Minecraft. Here's something on fire. I mean, I'm sure everything is on fire in here. Yeah, you gotta be careful with those hornets because they'll like spring attack on you. Pretty much all the melee creatures in this game do that. They have like this annoying spring attack. That's why just getting hit once is just terrible because you're gonna get hit a bunch of times. Okay, 2040 mana max, that's pretty crazy. But I actually kind of want that trigger. I might come back for that wand. Because I have you see I have a timer on this one. But it's not a trigger. Trigger is usually better. And notice I don't have any defensive perks. Pretty much, yeah, I actually don't have any defensive perks at all. I just have no more shuffle, and then this helps me do more damage. But by this point, you definitely want to have a defensive perk. I just haven't gotten lucky with the perks as far as that goes. I don't have a shield or repulsion sector or anything. Actually, it's been a really long time since I've gotten the projectile repulsion perk. Like probably before I even started doing these tutorials. I don't have any immunities either, and fire immunity is probably the best one to have in here. Toxic immunity is pretty good too for this level. Explosion immunity, of course. Explosion immunity is just good everywhere. The problem with fire immunity is that, or I should say both fire and explosion immunity, is that usually fire and explosions come with each other. They're a package deal. So if you have explosion immunity and not fire immunity, there's going to be fire when an explosion happens, and vice versa. Or I should say, fire usually causes explosions. So, this place right here, this is the Luki layer. This is the area to the left of the jungle. And I don't really want to thoroughly explore this, and you're already starting to see why, because I don't know if I will. But you can see there's poison in there. There's a bunch of bad stuff in there. There are these giant spiders that eat through everything. And it's not really worth going into there, at least at my level. But the thing you want to know about that area is that there is an orb, and I'll eventually do a video later on the orb locations. But there's an orb in there, and it also bridges down. Oh, okay. Personal gravity field. It also bridges down into the 6th area, which is called the Vault. But it's usually better to know that the other way around, so you can backtrack up to the jungle in case you don't have a way to backtrack yet. Now, I would really like to find a black hole or something that can dig through brickwork so I can backtrack, because the next video I'm going to do is going to be on backtracking the Funnel Caverns, the original Funnel Caverns. Oh, that was poison. Just damaged me. But I'm going to play a little bit longer in the jungle, and then we'll call it. Here's another one, and look at that. There's black hole right there. That is perfect. And I know I just dropped that good one, but I just wanted the black hole. That's why Tinkering Wands Anywhere is such a good perk. So now I'm going to start making my way down. That'll be it for this video. And that's funny, this wand is less than 180 mana max, so you can't even cast the black hole. See where he is, which is annoying. I'm just gonna go over here. And here's the portal right there. I always just like to explore around the portal, just in case I come back up. I don't want to be attacked by enemies. So I like to explore kind of the bottom. And yeah, I'll talk more about that in the next video. Anyways, let's get right in. That has been the jungle.